Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
Well, it's Hollywoodbets Dolphins Cup Trial. It's a Group 3 over 1,800 meters, and it is the start of Jackpot 1. But more importantly, racing fans, you got two carryover quartets on the day. One of them comes up here in race number 5. 250,000 Rand carried over to the quartet. The estimated pool is $1 million. And when you get quality fields like both these quartet carryovers find themselves in, I think you're looking for $1 million plus. So you got the quartet carryover, you got Jackpot 1, you got whirlpools, lots happening here in race number 5. But before we get into the race, let's have a look at our package.
For a run, Imalenta Yokaduduma, former gears also running on, so is Ponte Pietra, Mucha Dinero, they're coming from everywhere. Future Swing the last 100, Oriental Charm is trying to fight back. Future Swing just the leader, Oriental Charm's fighting right back, it's an eye-bobbing duel. I think Future Swing won it, Oriental Charm second, maybe Master Redu third, Mucha Dinero's evolved on the inside, very close.
Yeah, Ponte Pietra is very encouraged and pleased with his last run in a very competitive race where he ran 4th. And, Serena rode him last time, he's riding him again, and I've put a compression mask on with earmuffs, and he's got the lead pony with him. And he seems to be handling a lot better. I've changed his bit. As you look at his previous form, not an easy horse to ride in a race. Not bad back home, but difficult in a race. He was sort of grabbing the bit and dropping the bit and grabbing the bit and over racing. Even last time he was fine at one stage through the race, and then going up the hill suddenly started to grab the bit, and that's why he had to move out and he had to pull out. But he finishes strongly on the outside. Good run, but he's settling nicely. As I said, competitive race, but I wouldn't leave the source out. I'm quite happy with the progress that he has made.
Celestial City, I think he's looking for further now. He's had a really good season last season, and he's in good order. It's a tough race, but it could be tougher. And if he gets lucky in running, I don't think he'll be far off. Progressive 3-year-old, he's only started really improving now. At the weights, I think, even though he is out at the weights, he should be competitive.
Yeah, this is a race where you have to invest in order to reap the rewards for that quartet, unless you think that you can try and get this with a minimum spend. It's 250,000 Rand, likely pool they're saying 750. I'm saying $1 million in race number 5. Raya, this is one of the races where you need things to fall into place with regards to luck in running, etc. 1,800 meters the distance. I just want to give short comments on runners, and maybe we can give it an A or an A for the quartet. Number 1, Schumacher. Yeah, his penultimate start, I was glad to see him win. From draw number 1, you can't discount the services of Pierre Stratum. 3rd and 4th position, or 1st and 2nd?
3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th position, quartet. Number 2, Ponte Pietra. Well, he's not a straightforward horse. You heard it from Dean Kennemeyer. But this horse, I liked him from day one. When he went and won those 3 on the bounce, it didn't surprise me. He was obviously in need of gelding, which they have done. But he hasn't won since those 3 victories, but the signs were there last time out.
Yeah, he ran a very nice race last time out. He's gone up to 3 points, but from a 2 draw. The only thing with this horse is that he's likely going to be dropped out once again, Deez, and given a chance to run at them. So whether he's going to be able to get there in the nick-up time is a slight question mark for me, but I certainly believe that he's got what it takes to win a race of this nature.
Yeah, I think we have to include him for 1st and 2nd. So 2 goes into that 1st and 2nd position. Navajo Nation, with all due respect, I think he needs to up his game. But if you're going to use him on a line to Narina Tragon, then you'll possibly include him for 3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th, yeah.
Yeah, number 4, Celestial City, Sean Terry's runner. Very interesting CV this entire has. His 4 wins have all been over 1,600 and 1 over 1,400. What you make of him going the strip? We know how well bred he is.
Yeah, well, Sean Terry mentioned that he could be looking for the extra distance now, and despite being out at the weights, he could be competitive. But I think he's got his work cut out here. I think he's held by Narina Tragon on that run in the King's Cup, and I can't see him turning the form around on that run. So I think he needs to do more.
Well, the rail's suggesting maybe the minor position. I like the horse for the win. I think he wouldn't be a surprise winner, number 4, Celestial City. Imilenze Yokututuma. We have to paint this horse and Narina Tragon in this with the same brush. If you're going to just look at their 1900 meter run, what you make of both of them?
I like number 5. This is my top choice in the race. And last time out, I thought he'd run a big race as well, despite that draw. And they just rode him like he was no good last time out from the draw. And obviously, they took no chances. They allowed him to find his feet late on in the day. And he finished off his race quite nicely. And I think from a 5 draw, they'll be a lot more positive with him. They'll get him into a nice position. And I think that this horse can turn it on in a nice way. I actually think that this drop-in trip to 1800 will actually be better for him as opposed to 1900 meters again. So I think he's going to go very close. And then number 9, Narina Tragon. Well, on his last start, he had a slightly better draw, but was given a chance. And he ran on nicely at the business end of things. But I think that he may just be held here. So more for a horse that I'd include into trifectas and quartets.
I'm 99% guaranteed that it wasn't by design that Tristan Gordon found himself at the back of the field from draw number 7. Go and watch that replay. It just didn't work out for him. So 9 and 5, I think you can't split them. And
You put both for first in the quartet?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, both have to go in for first in the quartet. Sundance Kid, with all due respect, Wendy, your stable's in such good form. But I think it's a wrong race for the horse. 7, Jordan, Sean Terry's runner. Yeah, Sean, he's got this knack of taking his time with individuals that need time. But once he gets to the bottom of them, he can really get the best out of them. I think when you look at horses that he's trained over the years, the one horse that will spring to mind is Alistair, winning the JNB Met. I think that was Sean's first Group 1 winner as a trainer. Back in 2005, if I'm not mistaken, or 2000, yeah, I think it was 2005, with guard puller up. So as this horse is getting older, Ryle, I personally think he's a horse that could be on the up, because last time he caught me by surprise, and Barbaresco ran a good race in the Daily News.
Yeah, and third in the race was William Ironarm, who was the favourite that day. So he ran way above his rating, but obviously being a progress plate, he could only get 6 points for the win, and he won well. He clearly seems to be on the up, so I think he warrants some sort of respect.
Yeah, he has to go for their first spot. We spoke about 9, number 8, Sovereign State. Well, he'll have to improve horse number 8. Oriental Charm, we saw that replay. Well, the Crawford team, they are doing what they did last season, to and fro, KZN, Gauteng. Oriental Charm, he ran his heart out the hard way last time out. Really did it the hard way, but that day he had draw 4. What they're going to do from draw 10 now?
It's going to be a lot tougher. I don't think he'll be able to get the lead as easily as he did last time out. He was just handed it on a silver platter last time out, and he had things all his own way out in front. But I think there's going to be challenges here, and he's going to be made to work to get to the front. And I think that may just cost him. He's a 3-year-old that's got 60 kgs on his back, giving away to older horses, which may just be a downfall here.
And then on to horse number 11, Mucho Dinero. Well, Richard Fourie up to try and qualify this horse for the Hollywoodbets Durban July. And from draw number 11, the talent is certainly there. Well, he's won 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bounce when he was in Cape Town. Yeah, he wins this, I think he's in the Hollywoodbets Durban July.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And then 11, Noble City, you're going to watch him?
I am willing to pass him by.
Well, you like Imilenze Yokututuma. I mentioned to Rael that if he likes that, then he has to like number 9. But I have had to pick an outright choice here. I'm going to hope that a horse that I liked very early on in his career, called Ponte Petre, does come home here in leg 1 of the Jackpot. Just give me your numbers for Jackpot 1.
2, 5, 10 and 11.
2, 5, 10 and 11 for Rael. I'm going 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10 and 11. 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10 and 11. Whoa, I've overstepped the mark. I've overstepped the mark. So which horse am I going to eliminate of those runners? Ooh, it's a tough one. If I had to choose one for Celestial City, well, could that be the omen that he's the horse to beat now? Race number 5, the Hollywoodbets Dolphins Cup Trial Group 1 carryover quartet race, race number 5.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.